Welcome to Denton, Texas, a town where hip intersects with historic. With 2 major public universities, we have a lot going on. So sit back and relax, and let me, your host, Tyler Howarth, give you a tour of Denton. Here we are in Denton Square, and behind me is the D20 Tavern, the subject of today's episode. Let's go over and meet the owners to see what this place is all about. Hey, I'm Tyler.
Hey, Mark. Hi.
Here we are with Mark Mishnowitz, the owner of D20 Tavern. So, what is the D20 Tavern? What makes you guys so special?
So I think the best thing about our tavern is the community that we kind of foster here. So we do a lot of community building events, so where people can come in and if they don't necessarily have a game group or anything like that, they can find one here. So we have games that the shop runs that allow basically just a single player to come in completely unprepared, not experienced, and learn to play a lot of games, different types of games, from RPGs to tabletop games and everything in between.
How'd you guys kind of come up with the idea of this place?
So it actually kind of started almost as a joke between me and some friends, and one of my kids. We used to go play Friday Night Magic in Plano. And then what would happen is we would go play games, and then, like standard tournaments, they would have, a 30, 40-minute lag in between while they're calculating scores and everything else. And so we'd go next door and have a beer, and then we'd go back and finish our round, and then go drink beer, and then we were kind of like, man, it'd be cool if there was just a place where I didn't have to go anywhere else. Like, I could just play Magic and drink beer. Yeah. And then it started with, just talking casually between friends, and then we were like, this is actually a pretty good idea. And so we put together a business plan, and then it was about 3 years later, I guess, that we actually opened the doors. So
Very cool. Nice. So, history of the building. How'd you guys come across this? What's the history of this place?
Yeah, so it used to be like a retail kind of space before. It's actually 2 buildings that they kind of remodeled and merged into one huge single space. Yeah. But yeah, this building actually predates the courthouse by 2 years. So yeah, it's so very old. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So you kind of have become like a caretaker of like a piece of history too. So yeah, we try to be very good stewards of it. So
that's awesome.
Come check out the bar.
Yeah. Wow, so this is the bar?
Yep, here it is.
Yeah. So you also beer, wine, and mead, right?
Yeah, we sell beer, wine, mead, and cider. So we focus on craft beers, and a lot of them are local breweries that we focus on. So it's not going to be a lot of big names like Bud Light or Coors Light, but they're very near and dear to us. And then most of our ciders are also local, and then by local I mean Texas.
Okay, yeah.
And then we do meads as well, which we do try to focus on having them from Texas as well, but those are a little harder to get from just the Texas area. But so each of those uses like a different sugar for the alcohol. So ciders use apples or apple juice, and then you'll have mead, which uses honey. So you'll have a lot of flavor that gets instilled into the meads from the honeys, and then also the flavoring that they put in it as well. So
and so what is mead for people who don't really know what that is?
So mead will be it's a fermented beverage, obviously, so it has alcohol in it, and it's made from bee honey, and it'll also have like fruits that'll get added to it too. So one of our very popular ones uses like a blackberry fruit as well. So they're very delicious.
Yeah. So do you also food here?
We do not sell food here, but we do allow you to bring food. So we have so many great restaurants here. We thought it was very silly for us to try to compete with them, so we'd rather just fold them into our business a little bit. So people do DoorDash and order stuff here all the time. Some businesses will even run orders over to here, so if they're close enough. So
that's great.
Yeah,
I think it's great that you're like helping out local businesses as well.
They help us too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's an ecosystem.
Yeah.
So what's some ways you guys like bring the community together?
So we focus a lot on events to try to bring gamers and game groups together.
Yeah.
So I talked a little bit about it earlier, where we'll have big events that we run. So for instance, we play a game called Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yeah.
We do that 3 nights a week.
Okay.
And that plays up to 20 people, and we get tons of people that are from families to just solo people that want to find a fun group to hang out with. We do some community building events like the Denton Board Game Club meets here, and so we just have, that's another kind of open seating. So they a lot of times will bring their own games, or you play some of our games and just kind of learn to play something with friends. So you get a little friends group going. We also run a lot of different RPGs here, so not just D&D. We'll run some kind of horror games. There's more like role-playing versus combat kind of games. So we do a lot of stuff like that too. So, and all of those, basically you're working with a professional staff DM, so you don't need to know anything. Like you just come, you don't even need a piece of paper, pencil, nothing. So you just come in and we'll take care of the rest. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Customers also agree that D20 is a wonderful place to hang out with friends.
It's good. Even busy, or if it's less busy, it's always pretty chill. So
a cozy.
Yeah.
It's a cozy place. Like it reminds me of like a fun basement almost.
Yeah.
This gives the vibe of playing D&D, and it fits well.
Yeah. Cozy's the best word for it. It really is like chill vibes, just a chill good time.
So, Mark, be honest with me. What would you say the coolest part about your job is?
You got to come check this out. Here.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. This place is so cool. Wow, this place is really cool. So, how'd you guys kind of like make this? How'd you come up with it?
So what we wanted to do was create a very unique space for people to play games and enjoy games together. So that's kind of how it came about. And there's nothing better than playing D&D in an actual dungeon. So that is like it's a very unique experience. So
it's really cool.
And it's not just for RPGs either. We get people that come and celebrate like their anniversaries, or we get company parties or game nights for friends. So we get a lot of cool events down here. So.
How long did it take you to like construct this place?
So we opened in June of 22, and it took us until October. So we actually debuted it for D&D de los Muertos. So that's our big kind of gaming festival that we hold every year. So we try to bring new stuff every year into it. So for instance, this year we're doing a giant raid on Halloween. So we're gonna have basically an 18-player D&D game on Halloween night. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
That should be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for letting us take a look around your tavern. I think this place is so cool, and I think it's great how you guys really help out the community here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Anytime.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's all we have for today's episode of Tour Denton. Make sure to stay tuned for what comes next.